All right. First of all, thank you for your talk. It's been great. I was just wondering, why did you choose the bookstore as sort of your enterprise, and how does that relate to what you talked about with the protests and the activism?
So bookstore is um, an actual space that can hold a conversation that is like open and free and radical. Because in Thailand, like back in 2011, when the bookstore was first established, we had no space to discuss about political or social issues at all. And even now, like there's limited like physical space that you can access freely and have a free conversation.
Oh, I see. So, you mentioned that there was no bookstores. Not
There
many.
are,
Just
there
not
are,
as many.
but not as many. It's not like um, there like if you wanna access a space, like for example, like the government funded TCDC Thailand Design and Creative Center in Chiang Mai, you have to pay the fee, monthly or annual fee to get in. Or if you wanna have a conversation or have a meeting about politics, or if you want to access any space, like for example like coffee shops, you need to pay expensive coffee to be able to like use their space. So Book Republic is one of a very cheap economical space where like students who might not have a lot of income, no income at all, can come in and access the space for like very low cost and even free sometimes for those who are like very close to us. So it works. So it's not like a return of an investment in terms of like monetary return, but it's like the return to social.
Oh, I see. Then have you seen a sort of evolution of literature over time with these changes that you have seen and hope to bring?
It's challenging, I would say, like, and at least this is just from my perspective, from what I have observed from among the youth that I work with. It's been like challenging for us to even work with youth who is now like a digital native, like they live in the phone, in the internet, like the novel that they read now, like if you know like what Thai youth read is like a chat novel. So this is just like my from my observation. So it's like long books or long article might not attract them anymore. So if we are to reach out to more youth who need something quick and like bite-sized information, we need to find a way around to reach out to them, and otherwise we might need to like bring them back to like raising the awareness of how important it is to like have a read a physical book, and it's more beneficial than like doing like reading it on screen. So yeah, it's a lot of challenge that to work with or like promote literature.
I see. Thank you. Just a final question then. I've looked around the bookstore. I've seen many various works like Siddhartha, and I see the Little Prince over there. Have you adapted your curation process for these books for the changes that you mentioned for the youth?
So at the beginning of the era, like the beginning, the start of bookstore, our books collection were very like the list of books like were very like heavy. Like if you see in that corner, it's like about monarchy, society. It's like heavy stuff. So before we had like a lot of like these kinds of books, but recently we try to make it more light, like with like novels and maybe psychology, something that is practical and can be adapted in their everyday life. So it's more diverse, I would say now.
Thank you so much for the interview.
You're welcome.